And there we are. Hello. I am just so excited. I'm so sorry, but it's the divine day. It is everything that I imagined it would be and more. Thank you, viewers of Enlightened World Network and all of you across the world, Facebook universe, no matter when you're listening to us, no matter what the time or place it is, we are grateful that you have joined us. The energy, the divine love that you will feel off of this travels through all space and time. Well, it's because space and time doesn't exist, but that's another That's another time to talk about. But what does exist is this now moment of love. And I am so sorry, but I am so high with divine love and energy of creation and being the co-creator that it's kind of hard for me just to sit here. I'm trying to very much contain myself with all of this joy. So, we just had fantastic discussion with Michelle Landers, and she gave us some numerology advice and experience. She pulled out the tarot cards and explained what the two meant, and then she pulled it together with the total of three and the Trinity, which I love that Trinity. And now, well, and then we went to Sharon, and Sharon started playing her bowls, and she opened up the divine love portal. And the divine love portal is within all of us, within every cell of every organism that exists, because everything is connected into the creator. Therefore, we are all connected together. After saying all this with my explosion, I am so grateful, so honored to introduce Keira Lani. And she is going to give us some more sounds. I'm hoping she's going to talk to a little bit about the tree gong, our connection into nature, and this divine love. What does it mean from her perspective? What does it mean from her soul? And how does she want to express it to all of us? Well, I'm really, really excited about all of this. So I'm going to put myself on mute and I'm going to let Keira talk. And of course, thank you, listeners, and thank you, Enlightened World Network, for giving us this platform to be able to spread as much divine love, unlimited possibilities, judgment free, unconditional, everything that is of this now moment. Keira, how's it going today?
Hi, Rachel. Thank you so much for having me here. And I just love your energy. I can feel how much you've been immersing yourself in the divine love on this divine day. And such a blessing to be here and be able to share with you and with all of you out there in the enlightened world. Enlightened World Network world is what I wanted to say. Right? So I'm going to dive into these things that you brought up, the tree gong, divine love. How are those two things connected? Well, intertwined in so many ways. So the tree that first showed me how our universal consciousness works is a beautiful cedar tree in Oregon. And when I made a connection with trees when I was very young, but when this tree first spoke to me and showed me this network of light that surrounds the entire planet, it completely changed my perspective of life, of the world, of consciousness. And I have gone really deeply into exploring this world through the lens of ancient wisdom, self-healing technologies. I started very, very young with yoga and meditation, and then I traveled through the world of massage therapy and energy healing and the Chinese medical Qigong practices that I bring through this connection with nature and the breath is the foundation. So I really want to bring us into breathing with the trees and then take you a little bit deeper into how these practices have connected me to true unconditional love, an experience of deep inner joy that is not affected by the outer circumstances of life. It is right there, even in the midst of sadness, of grief, of struggle in life. Yeah, I'm seeing Rachel wanting to say something, and you're muted. Oh no, okay.
See, I could talk about trees like forever because again, like you, the trees just hold infinite knowledge, wisdom, help. I was gonna show my room. I have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight posters, eight giant posters of trees. So everything that you're talking about totally resonates with me. So please, please continue because
Okay, well, feel
you're
free
right.
to jump in if you want to add anything. I was like, oh, she wants to add something, so
No, I'm just so excited. I'm like, she's talking about everything that I believe in.
I love that. Um, so and the lovely Sharon, I hear, has opened a portal and has invited in a deeper connection to what divine love messages want to come through for all of you. And so I'm really excited to drop in a little deeper with all of that. But first, I want to share an experience that I feel can help you enter in more deeply into this practice. About 5 years ago, I experienced the most devastating heartbreak of my life. Or at that point, I was deep in the pain inside of my heart. And because I've dedicated my life to self healing practices, I knew I needed a new practice. I needed a way through. And I knew that my heart was so much more than this human suffering that I was experiencing. And so, through the process of seeking my way through, I entered into a deeper study of medical Qigong. And through that process, I received a practice called heart purification. And in this practice, the invitation is place the worry, the struggle, the broken relationship, the pain into your heart and ask the wisdom of the chi, the divine intelligence, to take care of it. And my teacher said, well, maybe it will dissolve into the earth. Maybe it will melt down into the earth. Maybe it will dissipate into the heavens. But for me, my experience was that my heart expanded and I was able to hold unconditional love. I realized in that moment the love that I had experienced that I thought was over because the person had left my life. I thought that the love left too, but that was when I realized the love is still here and I can choose to be in love without needing that other person to be on my agenda. I can choose to be in love and letting go. It's not this or that. And so, this is the experience of true divine love that I am hoping to channel a piece of to you today through this practice that we can share in. And so, I'm going to invite you into a version of this practice that I just described. And before we go there, I want to talk a little more about trees because our trees have a heart. It's not the same physical, massive, muscular organ that we have in our human body. But did you know that this heart organ that actually beats the blood through our systems, it also generates the largest amount of electromagnetic energy that our human form generates. So when you see pictures of the toroidal field, the energy that flows up through our central channel, out through the crown, and around, creating our energy wings as well as our energy bubble and our energy field, which is about 10 feet out. So if you are in the room with another human, you are sharing heart fields. You are within each other's heart field. And trees also have this same heart field. And trees also have a pulse. They physically pump water from their roots all the way to the tips of their branches about every 2 hours or so. So I'm going to bring us into a meditation in connection with a tree. And I love that Rachel has brought a tree up in her background. I'm going to keep my bowl out because Sharon's invitation to enhance this portal of divine love, I will happily take up that invitation. And I'm going to start with the bowl. I'm going to bring us into a meditation, and then I'll ring the bowl again and invite any messages that want to come through from the tree people, from the divine love vibration that the trees are communicating through, or wherever else they want to come from for the collective, for any of you watching. And yeah, let's just dive in. Yay. All right, so I'm going to invite you to start, as I start ringing the bowl, by really connecting to your physical connection to the earth. So imagine you have roots growing down from your feet, down from the core of your pelvis, from your root chakra, deep down into the earth, as deep as you are tall and as wide as your arms open when you spread them. And breathe into this connection with the earth. So inhaling deep from these roots into your belly, into your heart. Exhaling from your heart down into the earth. And then just like the trees, we are connected to the earth and the heavens. So with the next inhale, breathe all the way from the earth through the heart, out through your crown, through your energetic branches to connect to the light of the sun, the moon, the stars, the infinite love vibration of the heavens. And then exhale down from the heavens through your heart and into the earth. Just continue breathing in connection with the earth and the heavens, just like an energetic tree as I ring the bowl. Let me pull it forward a little bit. Breathe in the vibration of the song of the universe and notice where you feel it in your physical body. Now bring your awareness and your breath right into the center of your heart. Receive the breath and allow it to expand your heart in all directions. Breathe into the back of your heart. Breathe into the sides of your heart. Breathe into the front of your heart. And with each exhale, rest onto the support of your heart. And if there is anything that has been weighing on your heart, any experience, past, present, or future, that is causing dis-ease, discomfort, disconnection in your heart, I invite you to place it into the center of this space that you have created with your breath. Continue to allow the breath in and invite divine intelligence, divine love, divine presence to flow through your heart and take care of what has been weighing on you, that your heart may be lighter, freer, more expansive and bright. Keeping your awareness on the breath. Now invite in the presence of a tree. Whichever tree pops into your mind first, it may be an actual tree that you have visited. It may just be an image of a tree or a memory of a tree, or even just an idea of a tree. Take a moment to witness this tree that has come into your presence. What is the shape of the trunk? How wide are the branches? What kinds of leaves or needles are growing from your tree? What is the texture of the bark? Imagine the roots growing deep under your feet and spreading wide. Now open your arms, open your energetic arms, and give this beautiful tree a hug, feeling that you are heart to heart with this tree. And imagine the tree is hugging you back, holding you in a loving embrace. Safety, security, purity, and true love surround you like a blanket. Give in to the support of this loving tree holding you. Allow any burden that you have been carrying to be put down, that you may rest fully in this moment, being held in love. Continue to receive the breath as if the tree were breathing into you. All you have to do is open and receive this breath of life. And with each exhale, see how you are giving that life back to the tree. coming into perfect balance of giving and receiving. Each tree is a gateway into the portal of infinite divine love. Allow yourself to enter this portal as the sound washes over you. The angelic beings of light have dropped in, and there's an invitation to open your wings. Allow the breath again into the back of your heart and feel that place where your wing buds grow. Feel your wings gently unfurling. Where will your wings of love carry you? Let your wings feel the wind ruffling the feathers. And begin to feel that wind is lifting you up to carry you up above the tops of the trees, flying free, free of anything weighing you down, carried on the wings of love. And this time, as we call in the song, we're calling in the song of your soul. Where is the wind carrying you? Where is your song taking you? What is the song of your soul? What does it sound like? What does it feel like vibrating through you? I'm feeling called to play the more subtle metal bowl as we attune to this song of the soul. Takes a minute to warm up, so keep breathing. Feeling all of the angelic beings of light gathering around, lifting you up, your heart opening. Tuning your heart song to harmonize with the universe. Tuning into your subtle vibration, your unique soul song. And I'm hearing an invitation to bring in the water element, the waves of the ocean flowing in on the breath. Breathing in the infinite cosmic consciousness and resting in your knowing. Drop in to infinite love like an ocean, floating in the ocean, rocking in the waves, floating on the waves of the breath as they flow in and out, recognizing that great oneness that is breathing you. And yes, you deserve all this infinite love. You are part and parcel of this infinite divine love. You are in body a spirit, a drop of healing water, blessing each and every one that you touch. Will you rise to the occasion? Will you recognize your amazing divine love intelligence that is you? You are that. Yes, beautiful. Let's open our hands as if cupping them at a crystal spring of healing water, welcoming in this beautiful crystalline, pure light energy. Gently bring it to you and bathe yourself in this love and light. Bring it up over your face, over the top of your head, down the back of your neck, across the tops of your shoulders, around, and then take it down the sides and the outside of your body, all the way around your feet and back up to your heart, connecting to the heart. And we're still in presence of these beautiful trees that we invited in. So take an energetic step back from your tree now and bow in reverence, in honor, in gratitude. Thank you for holding me. Thank you for loving me. May I always remember that you are right here for me when I need you most. And feel that tree bowing to you in gratitude and honor. Yes, we all need each other. the trees need us to love them just as we need the trees to love us. It's holding this connection. And the dogs also need us to love them. It's all perfect. I love that. Mm.
I think Sophie might have just barked because I'm about ready to like fly away, so she had to pull me back into reality. Kira, that was I love trees and I know their greater purpose here for us. I This is the Mayan tree of life from
Mm.
Ecabecum in Yucatan, one of the seeds of life from where everything all comes from. So I thought I was going to step into her energy, but I was taken to the sequoia. And I sat at the base of, well, she calls herself Shirley, but I believe her technical earth name is Sherman, the largest, tallest tree. And whenever I connect in, she always teases that we give her, generals and big names that are supposedly to hold big energy. And she says, those aren't your leaders. She says, so call me Shirley. And when I went to see Shirley, she was opening all those doors as you were saying, and then that song came through, and I just felt that the web of life that you talked about earlier, the as we just kind of flowed through, and I feel all of your hearts, viewers and listeners. And again, it doesn't matter when you're tuning in or if you're watching this live. I was there, and you were there. And it was just as you described,
Mm.
such a compassionate divine love. And the neat thing about standing people or tree people, is that they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And not only do they spiritually, emotionally, and physically support us, they create air. They allow us to live and breathe in the most amazing, beautiful way. So trees just, they're, well, the standing people are some of my favorite folks around. And if any of you know me, you know that I've got a pretty large pine cone collection, just because those are their seeds. And that's just kind of the way that well, they just kind of find me. Oh,
I thought I had one right here, but it must have walked away.
what a beautiful, wonderful experience. Is there anything else that you would love to share with us? Because what you have given to us, what we have just experienced, I'm sorry. I'm about ready to. Maybe I'll grow like a tree. Maybe I'll be tall like a tree. No, I won't. They just told me no. That's all right. I can
Not
dream.
maybe not physically, but energetically, yes.
Yeah, yeah, there
And
we go.
and it's so interesting to me how the wings came through so strongly. That wasn't, I didn't know we were going there. I really didn't. But this is such an amazing, but I wanted to say a little bit more about that. If anyone had a really strong wing activation today in our
Mhm.
practice, I want you to know that this is something that's available to you in so many ways. You can use your energetic wings to hold yourself, to wrap around you in love. You can
Mm.
use your energetic wings to assist you in your healing work with others. I often, in my energy healing work, when I first started, I found myself reaching my energy out. And then I realized that I could instead bring it around from the back and use the wings to hold the other in loving energy. And that helps me stay in my center. And then energy wings really can take you on journeys. And so, and I think that was what Rachel was alluding to. She was about to go on a journey and she was like, well, maybe I need to stay here because I'm hosting this show right now. And it's really good to have an anchor for yourself when you start doing traveling. And so if that's something that is just intriguing to you, definitely reach out and let's chat more about what is possible with these amazing practices. I'll just say that much for now.
That's brilliant. And I'm going to add to our energy wings because to me, they are a vital part of living and breathing in the fifth dimension and
Mm,
creating the vortex around us. Another thing that I love to do with my wings is when I'm in a crowded situation and I don't want other people's schmegma, maybe their negativity or their chaos. I literally just put my wings around me and all those that I love, and I can walk in Bourbon Street. I can walk through a festival. I can walk through a mall or wherever that there's a bunch of people that I may not know or may not share my same love. It really does. It is a protection. It's just another energetical way of allowing you to always be you.
mm, mhm.
So I love the wings. I love the fact that you activated them. And it does fit with this divine day since we are really expressing to you that you are a divine individual.
And your
It's not just
energy
us.
wings come from your heart and from
Mhm.
your love and from your amazing energy being. Yeah.
And then Kira also talked to us about our aura and how it comes out and reaches out our heart map. Is that correct? There.
Well, it's the same thing. Our our aura
Mhm.
is the electromagnetic energy that's emitted from our heart. And that's what I love about getting into the science and the physicality because it's not separate. We aren't a spiritual being in a physical body. We are a spiritual being living as a physical body, and every part of our physicality is a representation of our energetic being. And so that's, yes, I love that. And that's one of the things I love sharing the most because it connects us with, oh, yeah, our heartbeat is an electrical vibration. Our heart is emitting electrical vibrations. And everyone's heart is in a giving and receiving. And so, what you just shared, Rachel, about wrapping your energy wings around yourself can be really important if you're sensitive to other people's energy, right? Because you will be walking through their energy. It's good to know that our heart fields are so large and we are in each other's energy if we're in the room together. And then we can practice having that energy field be a semi-permeable membrane instead of everything comes in or nothing. We don't want to guard so much that nothing comes in. We want to be able to welcome in all of that amazing love. We want to be able to freely give all of that amazing love.
Mhm.
And we want to recognize when something's too much for our system or something is not beneficial to our system, that we get to choose what we let in.
Yes. I'm just so giddy. Viewers, this is the message of divine love. It is truly a choice that you make within your heart. And once you do, you have unlimited support. You have unlimited options. You have unlimited love, unlimited potential. And it all of a sudden, the worries that you have, well, you don't even remember what you were worried about. And you realize that everything has what its purpose is, and we get to learn. And just as Keira was telling us about that we are divine beings on this plane, this real world, because we're conscious beings, right? So let's have a true experience of being human in the now moment. And the true experience now is now led, is now guided, is now ruled by divine love. Divine love has always been on this planet, has never left us. There's no separation. It's just that, well, lots of different ancient calendars told us that this era was coming, whether you call it the age of Aquarius, the golden age, as Charmy said, that this time of transformation was coming because we've suffered enough. We did enough fear, we did enough anxiety, we've worried about our taxes far too long. Money, well, that's another topic that I can't wait for it to leave. But until then, choose you. And go talk to a tree. They will really help you out. They have all kinds of fantastic information for you. One of my favorite things to do with the tree is when I get in trouble with, well, when I used to have a boss, and you can't really talk back to your boss. I would go and tell the tree everything, and the tree never ratted me out.
Mm-hmm.
See, the tree doesn't know positive or negative, so it just accepted everything that I would say and then gave me love back.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was awesome. And if you have to trim your tree, tell your tree that you're going to trim it just like you're trimming your hair or your nails. Just tell it so it just doesn't hurt quite so much. But that's a little personal message from your tree in your front yard. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here with us. Is there, I just want you to tell us one more time, how can people connect with you and with Tree Gongs?
Absolutely. You can look me up on the World Wide Web at practiceselflove.com. I'm Tree Gong Healer on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. Keira Lani, Tree Gong Healer. And I would love to chat with all of you. I'm always here to support the community rising up together and creating the world that we want to live in through it. Sorry, I was distracted there.
Oh, see, we're perfectly timed because
Um,
it's now time for you to go back into that reality of your wonderful life, of your world that you've created. And viewer, we invite you to come back. We're not done. We got two more fantastic speakers coming, more angelic messages. And then this evening, we're going to jump over to Spirituality Gone Wild, and Josie Harand is going to channel Archangel Gabriel for us. And she and Gabriel, well, they're like this. It's true. So we're gonna keep going with all this divine love, unlimited for you, viewer, whenever you're watching this. And we invite you to follow up with not just Enlightened World Network, but with our speakers. When you hear something here and you're connected to it, find more about them. I know that the sessions and the work that they do is just an expression of their love for you. So, let's keep having this divine day. Let's keep expanding our heart. And like Lenny Kravitz said, let love rule.
Oh, yeah.